Sorry, sir. It's kind of late because we have internet connection. I have to wait for my friend. Okay. Okay. Good afternoon. Okay, for our group, we are going to present the language forms and functions for informal workplace interactions. So the first one, who will start for this presentation, will be Sabrina.
Ada kelah.
Okay, hi and good evening to all and sir. First of all, can you hear my voice? Because I didn't have any earphone.
Yeah, we can. It's clear.
Alright, okay. So, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay. Mana tu? Kenapa eh? Kenapa eh? Kenapa eh? Mana kamera? Okay, hi, I am Sabrina Alia. So today I will present what is informal workplace interaction. So basically casual and unofficial form of communication where the information is exchanged spontaneously between two or more person without confirming the prescribed official rule, process, system, formalities, and chain of command. So it's it's really different between the formal communication, just like group first present. So informal communication is more to spontaneously. So it's become different, like a voice, the what's nada called in English? Nada.
Tone.
We call it what's it?
Tone.
Nada.
The tone.
Oh yes, the tone of the voice is uh it's changed to it's different when we talk with our boss or our manager, and it's different when we talk with our colleague, our friends. So it's more spontaneously. And second, informal workplace is also an informal types of discourse that does not cover any functional topics of conversations or any transactions that need to be addressed. It is polite and standard conversation about unimportant things. So again, when as I just said before, it's different when we talk about informal communication. We more discuss about unimportant things, just like next slide. Yeah, just like a few things we can talk about. For example, I give it here how the day went. We can talk to our friends. That's how the day, how she or he, the day was going. Is it good or not? Talk about the day. Is it excited or happy or sad or exhausted? You can freely speak our feel today about our friends. So it's not serious. It's not just as serious like formal communication. Okay. For the second one is vacation. So we also can speak about vacation just with with our friends that like where is the vacation located, what the best thing happened with them or the family. So basically it's back to back with unimportant things, but it's not really what we call too private, too privacy, is it correct? Too private, too not too personal things. Yeah, I get this. Not too personal things. Just like slightly topic for back. Okay. Number three, we also can speak about how number three, we can speak about what our friend interested to. So we can ask them what are they interested in and why, and we can also exchange our idea. You can talk about whatever you want around the topic. For the second last, for the last topic, upcoming plans for you. For example, plans for weekend, upcoming office event, and also you can as well to do just like our uh, assessment before. We also talk about office event. So just like that, you can ask where to do. You can you know um, exchange your idea about the event going on. So next. Okay. Um. Okay. Second topic, initiating and closing conversation. Um, informal workplace communication. We have initiating and closing conversation. For example, our greeting, we can say hello, hi, good morning. So it's formal. So when we with friends, we can just we can just hi, what's up, what's going on, just like that. Okay. So with my colleague, for example, I stated there, hi John, how are you doing? How was your day going? Just like that. So just what do you call it? Simple things. Conference for work event. Just I tell before the upcoming plan. So here example, we can in the event we also can ask the friends like I don't think we've met before. I am Sabrina. We can just you know can what call it, introduce yourself. Okay. Next. Okay. About the closing conversation, we have we have three stage. For stage, for first stage, we have pre-closing. first stage, you can say in polite way. So we can say, well, I have to go now, you know. Okay, and then for the second stage, we have to give a reason. Just, well, I have to go now. I have to meet my mother. Just like that. You are not just go rude with rude way, you know. You have to close your conversation with polite way. For the last stage, closing stage, is we have to say goodbye. Bye, see you tomorrow. So it's going, well, I have to go now. I have to meet my mother. Bye, see you tomorrow. So you can end the conversation, closing the conversation with polite way. Okay, next. Okay, this topic I will give it to Aida. Okay. All right, thank you.
Okay. Who's continuing? Sabrina?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I think I got misunderstood. Aida, is it your or mine?
Hi everyone. So next, my part, praising and congratulation. So praising is to express admiration or approval of the achievement or characteristic of a person or a thing. For example, we can say like this to the person who always smile. To, for example, are you a person who loves bringing smile to others? This kind of word have potential to lift the mood of a person and give the happiness to others people. Um, Next example, I am so proud of you. Great job. You are the best. And great answer. So next, congratulations. When you want to congratulate someone on something good happened to them. So if we want to say congrats to our friend promotion, we can say like this. Congrats on your promotion. They are lucky to have you. So it can express our emotion to them that you are congratulate them. So next, expression, opinion, and ideas. So this is the act of saying what you think or showing how you feel using words. So some words that we can use to express our opinion and ideas are divided to two situations, which is informal situation and formal situation. For informal situation, we have I think, I believe, I feel, in my opinion, and I would say. For example, we can use this sentence. I think you have a great taste of food. Yes. So next, formal situation, we can use this sentence. From my point of view, in my view, it seemed to me that, from my perspective. So if you want to add strength to your opinion or ideas, you should state your reason to your opinion. For example, I think you have a good taste in food. Wait. I think you have a great taste in food because, as you say, you like the food. You like the tom yum at the street, at the restaurant name. What name? Um, at the restaurant tom yum. So I think I also like that tom yum too. It has a spicy, sweet, and sour taste, which is very balanced. In addition, they have a prawn in this tom yum that are quite large. So next, questioning and negotiating informal. So, to negotiate and to questioning and negotiate, we have a few part which is in questioning. We divided it into two, which is open and closed question. Open question, we will gather more details about the specific situation, which is we will use this word, how, what, when, why, and which. And for the closed question, to confirmation about a specific topic or assessing whether someone else agree with you. For example, did you agree with me, Aida? Yes. Next, recall question to make sure someone remembers a key discussion point or fact. For example, do you remember the benefit of jogging every evening? Yeah. Next, leading question. To influence the decision of other people, often begin with a claim and end by asking whether the other person agrees or not. Next, clarifying question to make sure they have the correct information. Often this question is come at the end of the conversation, presentation, or meeting to confirm important details. For example, are you sure? Is it true? Okay, next, negotiating. It is referred to a strategic discussion intent to resolve an issue in a way that both parties find acceptable. Okay, next. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Aida. Okay, so far, good evening to Rosa and my few friends. Okay, today my name is Natasha and I will present about the agreeing and disagreeing. Okay, next slide. Next slide. Okay, next slide. Okay. First of all, actually the agreeing and disagreeing, actually the act of agreeing and disagreeing is part of everyone daily conversation in any language. Every day we disagree at home, at school, in the office, and where we are together with our friends or even the stranger. Okay, and the other one is agree with someone means we approve their opinion or statement or action. Okay, as you guys can see in the slide, this is an example agreeing. The first one is Aida. Okay, example of agreeing. The first one is absolutely or of course. Okay, for the example situation, like, do you think learning English is very important? And they will say absolutely. That means we agree with them. The second thing that the second example for again is that so true. For the example, the situation going to the gym always keep me energized and alive all the time. And we will respond it that that's so true. It's make me energized and alive too. Right? Means we agree with that situation. Okay, and the last one is I agree with you entirely. And the situation is he been sick for 2 days. Now I don't think he will make it today. And the response is I agree with you entirely. Okay, and this is the agree for the informal information. And the next slide is for example this agreeing. Okay, number one is for no way, and this way no, and the situation is my friends can finish 5 kilometers of meat in just 1 minute, and it will respond it no way, and that means that they're no agree with that statement. Okay, and the second one is yes, but they will say but at the end of the word. So the example, the situation is we should buy new furniture for our bedroom. Yes, but we no longer have enough space inside their home. And the last one is that's not entirely true. And the situation is drinking tea every morning is the best way to stay healthy. And the answer for that question is that's not entirely true. You must also do exercise and have a healthy breakfast. And this is all the example for the disagreeing. Okay, apologizing. Okay, apologizing whether to friends or to your employer or other require more than a simple. We will say I'm sorry. In fact, such a short response. Okay, okay, you can see that in the slide. The first one is expression of apology. The first one is sorry. I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry about that. And the second one is acknowledgement of responsibility. The first one is that definitely on me. That's my mistake. You're right. It's totally my fault. And the last one is explanation. Okay, explanation is like a word long. Other than sorry, I'm very sorry. That we should say I didn't realize there was a second section on the homework assignment. I misunderstood the deadline. Okay, that's for apologizing. And the last one, making suggestion. Okay, the making suggestion is means telling another person that we think that they should do or what we think is a good idea. We are giving our opinion about what action another person should take. It's very important that we are be able to make suggestion or recommendation. Okay, for you can see in the slide, the first one for the example, shall we? And then this situation is, shall we go out for dinner? And the second one, why don't we? Why don't we order a pizza? And the third one is, let's get an extra large pepperoni pizza. And the last one, how about the double cheese or Aida? Okay, Aida, I suggest to Aida that you should wear clothes color blue because it's suitable suit with her. That when she wear a blue color, it makes her beautiful. So I make a suggestion for Aida on another person when we close like friends. Okay, that's all for me. I will pass to the Akila.
Okay, for the next one is making requests. Okay, if you want to make a request for someone to help you, or you can use these examples. Okay, first one is, do you mind? Do you think you could? The third one, can or could I ask you to? Fourth one, I would appreciate it if you could. The next, will or would or can or could you please. Next, could you possibly, and then can or could you for me please, and the last one, can or could I ask you to. Okay, so that is example for making a request. Okay, so next one is accepting and declining invitations. Okay, so imagine a colleague invites you to their house for a weekend BBQ, or your neighbor asks you over for dinner, or your friend invites you to her housewarming party. So I want to ask you, do you know how, do you know to politely accept decline invitation in English? Okay, no response is okay. Okay, so would you feel comfortable by saying maybe? It is not right. So it can be really difficult to feel you are saying the right thing, especially when you have to say no uh, for decline the invitation. So in this topic, I will share three easy steps for accepting an invitation. And the second one, what you shouldn't forget to do if you say maybe. The last one is 4 rules for saying no politely. Okay, the first one, okay, this is as you can see in the slide. Okay, this is the accepting invitation. Okay, the first step is say thank you. So, for example, simple thing. Okay, thank you, thanks for the invitation. And the second step is be clear about your yes. Okay, if you want to accept the invitation. Okay, for example, we will be there. Okay, and you have to make it clear who is coming with you. Okay, for example, Abu and I will be there. Okay, you have to mention how many person that will attend the invitation, the event. Okay, the third step is confirm the details. The example. So we will see you on the 10th then. Okay. Second example. Great. See you then. Okay. So that means you confirm yourself that you will attend the invitation. Okay. Next. Okay, so how to say maybe. Okay, the first one is how to you accept the invitation. The second one is how to say maybe. Steps one, you say thank you. Okay, thank you, thanks for the invitation. Everything you want to do, you have to say thank you first. Okay, second step, use a polite way to say maybe. Okay, for example, I'm not sure whether I can go, but I will check my calendar and let you know. Okay, second one, perhaps I can make it. Let me check my calendar. Okay, so you have like the reason before you say no, but it's okay. Your friend can understand you. Okay. Third one, how to say no. So there are 4 steps that you can implement this when you converse with your friend. Okay. The first one is say thank you. Okay. Second, explain you why you cannot go with an apologetic tone. Okay. For example, sorry, but I am not able to come. Okay. Sorry, Ali. I would love to come, but okay, give the reason. Okay, so we jump to the third step, which is give a simple and clear reason. For example, okay, I will combine the second step and the third step. Okay, but I am not able to come. No, I would love to come, but we already have plans. So that is the example. Second example is, it is my sister's birthday that day. So these are few examples that you can use to say no for your friends. Okay, and the fourth one is close positively. Okay, for example, I would love to catch up another time. Second one, how about another time? That means you are not like you have to respect your friend, and you, because you're not able to come to the invitation, you need to say politely. Okay. Next. Okay. Next one is taking a leave. Okay. Um, you may experience a health problem. Okay, like one day, okay, you might need to care for a sick family member or address death in the family. Whatever the case, okay, if you need extended time away from work, um, you must know how to take a leave. Okay, you must know how to take a leave request to your employee. Okay, so here are the 3 steps that you can use in the conversation to take a leave. Okay, first one is asking a colleague for help covering your responsibility while you are away. Okay, for example, okay, hey, I'm planning to take some time off next week. Would you mind covering for me while I'm out? Okay, if you are close to him or her. Okay, second one is informing your manager about your planned time off. Okay, hi boss, I just wanted to let you know that I'm going to take some vacation time next month. This type of example can be used if you are close to your employee, to your boss. Okay, if not, you have to fill in the form or write an email. So that we this will cover, maybe will be covered in for the next group, because they will take part for the formal workplace. Okay, next. Okay, the third one, provide clear start and dates. Okay, you have to identify when you are going to leave, and where like when you want to begin and when you want to end your absence. Okay, next. Okay, second last. What is topic again? Okay, expressing condolence. Okay, the first one, okay, as you can see, the first person, you have to consider the situation. Okay, if you want to see the person for a few weeks, it may be fine. Okay, not to bring up the topic. You may offer a quick condolence. Okay, it could be a simple conversation like, "How are you doing? I heard about your dad, and I just want to say I'm sorry." Okay, which the person will understand the underlying meaning. Okay, or you could say something short and sincere, like, "I heard about your dad. Okay, I heard about your dad, and I just want to say I'm sorry." Okay, or, "I'm sorry to hear about the loss of your dad. Let me know if there's anything I can do for you." Okay. Next. Okay, and okay, as you can see, there are 2 ways to do the condolence. Okay, so that it's not need to say more, and your colleague will understand and appreciate your thoughtfulness. Okay, next. Okay, thank you.
Okay. All right. Okay, I hope you all are clear about that. Okay, so you must understand that different conversation, different situations, okay, different places requires different kind of sentence structures, format, language forms are different. Okay, so that is why we said language forms and functions. So in different functions, the language form is different. Okay, so you must be able to understand and know how to use the expressions well, okay, correctly, in terms of even answering, okay, questions. So all these are very important for you to be able to communicate effectively. Yeah. Okay. Who is the next group? The next group.
Sir,
Yes.
uh, I'm sorry, but our group didn't have enough member because one of our members, she is unwell.
Okay, but how many of you are here now?
Three of us.
Okay, never mind. Go ahead and present.
But sir, the slide with her in her laptop.
Let's see. All right. Okay.
I'm
What
sorry,
about
sir. Yes, sir.
the next group? Okay.
Oh, I am so sorry.
Yeah.
Our group is not ready yet.
Are you the last group? The group number? I mean, okay. What is your the content of your presentation? What's the content? Fagira? Fagira, are you here? Are you there?
Yes, sir. Sorry. My internet connection.
Uh,
Interpersonal connection. Communication.
the communication. Okay. All right. All right. Fine then. It's okay. Just hold on. Okay, I was talking to you about the next assignment, which is assignment 2, the discussion and observation. All right, this is in the Google Classroom I just posted. Okay, this is an activity that you have to complete, but I'm going to change this date. I gave you until May 29, but I don't think so because your presentation starts next week. Okay, so you will present on the 24th. So I want this to be done by 21st. Okay, by Sunday or at least by Saturday, I think. You have got 3 days. Okay, I'll give you another day. All right, now these are the situations. Yeah, this is how your test would be. Okay. The situations here, you are given 5 minutes to prepare, 20 minutes to present. Each student is responsible to introduce one of the aspects, but all must contribute to the discussion. Remember this, huh? You are only introducing, so you do not prolong on that on your own, but you have to discuss with other students as well. Okay, and remember to take notes because these notes, that is the one that you will be using later to write your email. Okay. Now, for example, okay, recently Zoo Negara has been financially affected by global pandemic, COVID-19. So the zoo has experienced a loss of income due to MCO ruling that was issued in March. So your company plans to organize a charity bike ride event to help ease the burden of Zoo Negara. Have a discussion of the following aspects. So you will discuss about when are you going to have this charity bike ride, what are the objectives, okay, what categories are there for participants, how are you going to get your fund, okay, and the budgeting, and then setting up of the committee. And what are the committee members going to do to define their duties. So this entire group discussion will go on until 20 minutes. Okay, so this is 25%. Okay, if you have 5 in a group, okay, then you will have to do this situation. Okay, this situation is for group of 5, and there are 5 items to be discussed. Now the grouping, we will follow the same grouping that you had earlier. For your workplace, the same group you divided into pairs. So now you just stick to the same group. Okay. For example, let's say okay, there are 7 groups here. Okay, group 1 is Adam's group, correct?
Sorry, I don't have the hours for Adam and Brothers.
Adam, are you there?
Yes.
Okay. So group 2 will be the Muhammad Rafa's group, Aida Hazira's group 3, Nurul Razwa, 4 of you, group 5, Aina 4, group 6 5, group 7 4. Now, so they are all 4, and we will be doing group 1. Since we did group 1, 2, group 1 started first for your first assessment. So now for this assessment, I will start with group 7. Okay, so group 7, group 6, and group 5. Okay, these 3 groups will present next week. Okay, and group 4, group 3, group 2, and group 1, you will present after the break. Now the presentation will be face-to-face. Okay, so the first group, especially the first group, please come earlier, at least 10 minutes earlier. Otherwise, we will not be able to finish 3 groups. Yeah? Okay. So what happens after the discussion? Okay, now after the discussion, immediately after the discussion, what you will do is you will write an email. Okay? Now, email is your assessment 3. So assessment 2 and 3 will be done concurrently. Yeah? Once you've already finished your assessment 2, your discussion, so what will happen is assessment 2 and 3 are linked and they are based on the similar stimulus. So these two assessments will evaluate students' oral and written presentation. Okay, so each student in the group will be required to write an email. Each student. So your email is an individual assignment. So you are to summarize the key decisions based on your discussion earlier in about 200 words. If you have got 5 in the group, okay, then you write 250 words. You're allowed to write 250 words. Okay, so they will be given half an hour immediately after they have finished their discussions. That means just immediately after your discussion, you will write the email and you will take half an hour. So you will make sure that you bring a foolscap paper, okay, or examination pad for you to write it down, okay, and submit. So you are not allowed to refer to any electronic gadgets when you're writing, okay, since now you're writing face-to-face. Okay, so the instruction goes like this, yeah? Write an email about 200 words to your manager, summarizing the key decision based on the 4 aspects of your discussion. Marks will be deducted if you exceed 210 words, okay? You're given 30 minutes to write an email. Okay, what happens in an email? Now, what's the format for email? Now, format for email always includes a subject line and a salutation. So you will also have to whom you're writing, from where, okay? Of course, from you, yeah? So your email address and then the subject line, okay? And the salutation. So the discussion is based, the email is based on what you have discussed, yeah? All right. Now, this is an example of the email, but please do not replicate, okay? If I see any sentences here replicated or lifted, then you will not get your proper marks, okay? So write a clear summary, use correct grammar, appropriate vocabulary, your sentence structures, and use a polite tone, yeah? So here, your ability to take notes. During the discussion, make sure that you are taking down notes, yeah, whatever that has been discussed, so that you can use that for your email. Now, email is individual and you're not allowed to discuss. Okay, all right, this is the sample email. First, you write the subject, okay? And before this, actually, you should write to whom you are addressing that and from whom. Okay, dear madam, dear sir, yeah, this is your salutation. All right, the first one is your introduction on aspect 1. Okay, what is aspect 1? The kind of event you would like to carry out. Okay, the activities, budget, fund. The first one is kind of activities. So I'm writing this email to seek your approval for our CSR project. We plan to conduct a 1 ringgit 1 hope event. The objective of the event is to create positive and productive relationships with internal and external stakeholders. Okay, so this is where you would say what kind of event you're going to carry out and what is the objective. Okay. Second, the activities. In aspect 2, the main activity that will be carried out during this one day is color run in the morning and charity concert at night. Concert tickets will be sold online. All profits will be donated to needy children. Okay, the third part is your funding, your budget. Okay, so with regard to the funding, we are hopeful that the company will provide 10,000 and we plan to secure 15,000 through sponsorship. As I said, I don't want to see this exact sentence structure. Yeah, it sounds good, but please do not replicate. Yeah, the detailed budget will be forwarded to the finance department when we get your approval. Okay, the last one is committee members. So Azahar from IT will promote the event. Ms. Shuhaila from HR will set up 3 committees for planning, marketing, promotion, and finance. We will update you on the specific duties after our next meeting. Then your conclusion. Once the project is approved, we will meet again to discuss the details of the event. We look forward to your positive response. Complimentary close, best regards, and your signature. Okay, number of words is compulsory. Yeah, please count the number of words. Okay, the word count starts from here. Starts from after the salutation. Your content. So your content, you count and write the number of words down here. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. For this activity, this is just an activity, your practice before your assessment, but the instruction is the same. You here, only one person will submit, meaning the group leader only submits. Of course, you will be writing your email separately, pass it over to your group leader, and the group leader will send only one folder. All right? So the paper is here, okay? The questions are here. Choose one of the situations from the sample test paper, record your conversation based on the situation given, then write an email of about 200 words to your manager. This is individual task, yeah? Compile all your emails in one group folder and only one person submits the activity. So I should only see here turned in only 7. Okay, I should not see more than that. And I don't understand why there are 32 here when we only have 28. Ida, you have got multiple accounts.
Okay, sir.
So which one is it?
The first one.
I remove the first one.
Remove the second one.
Okay, who else? Adini, Ashraf. Is Ashraf Idris? Ashraf, are you here?
Yes, sir.
Who's Azhara? Azara.
Yes, sir.
What's your full name?
Fulvina Azhara, sir.
Please change this. Please write all here. Please write your full name. Because all your marks, when I key in, I can't go searching for your name.
Okay, sir.
Dini also. What's your full name, Dini? Is Dini here in this class?
Yes, sir.
What's your full name?
Nik Nurdini Amani.
Sorry?
Nik Nurdini Amani.
Okay, can you please change the name now? Okay, please. Faris, okay. Faris Iskandar. Faris, you have got 2 accounts.
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir.
Which one?
I used the second one.
Use the second one. So I delete the first one, huh?
Okay.
Okay, Hilwina, okay, Dina, Izzatul, Rafa, Adam, Alif, Tawish, Natasha, Nick Natasha, Natasha Ahmad, and Nick Natasha.
Yes, sir.
Is it the same person?
Yes.
can remove the second one.
Okay, Adrian.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, you can remove my Azahra account because I currently use Hilwina Azahra account.
Sorry, I didn't get you. What's your name?
My
What's your name?
Azahra, Hilwina Azahra, but
Okay.
Azahra, you can remove Azahra because that's my second account.
Oh,
Because I already have Hilwina Azahra.
okay.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Then now, where was I just now? Okay, Natasha, then Adriana, okay. Ain, Afrina, Aida, Liana, Ain, Najib, Diana, Fakira, Shazlin, Wadia, Sabrina, Rauda, Nurul, Shamira, Siti Asha, Wan, Nur Akila. Okay, now we have 28. All right, now settle. Okay, so this is your assignment or activity. Yeah. Don't wait till the last minute. Do the recording. Okay, can you hear this?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Can you hear the audio?
No.
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 Hi, my name is Rebecca, and in
Now?
Yes, sir. Loud and clear.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
today's lesson, you'll learn how to participate effectively in a discussion in English, something you may need to do in your personal, professional, or academic life, okay? Now, the topic we'll use as our sample is this one. Is it better to study online or in a regular classroom? Okay? You'll have a chance to hear a discussion by native English speakers on this topic. What I'd like you to do is listen for any special expressions and phrases that they use during the discussion. Afterwards, I'll review the expressions and phrases with you. Okay? Now, today I have some special friends who have agreed to help me with this lesson, and they're waiting in the classroom next door. So let's go and say hello to them. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you? Well, look who's here. It's Ronnie.
Alex. James. Adam.
Thank you for joining me, and thanks for helping me with this lesson, guys.
No problem.
No problem.
So you know we're talking about discussions, And the topic is it better to study online or in a regular classroom? Okay, who wants to go first?
Okay, so I'll start. And I think that it's actually very good to study online because it's very convenient because you can study whenever you want and at your own pace. And for example, someone like me, I like to study at nighttime. So for me, online works better because it's quiet at night, no one disturbs me, and I can do what I need to do.
Okay. That's true, but if you're going to study online,
Sorry,
you
but-
do need. Oh, please let me finish. As I was saying, that's true, but if you're studying online, you do need to motivate yourself. So I think it's better to be in a classroom where you have other students and a teacher who can motivate you.
That's true, but some people can't afford to go in a classroom and don't have enough money or resources to actually go in a big school. So studying online, you can actually do it for free.
Me? Well, I would like to add. May I say something?
Sure.
Soft skills. That's not usually
Yeah.
talked about in schools, but when we talk about soft skills, it's actual interaction, utilizing your English when you're with other people. And that's hard to get online because you're watching a screen, not actually interacting with other people. You make a very good point, but I would also like to add that sometimes having classmates takes you away from your focus because you have to maybe review things many times for other people to catch up, or you have to do topics that are interesting to other people, not to yourself. So it's a little distracting sometimes too. However, focus is a good thing. I mean, it's not a bad thing to repeat something because sometimes people don't catch the material the first time. So that way you go over the material and they get, you get depth, so you get to learn more, and people who don't understand get the opportunity to ask questions and learn from it again.
Yeah, but sometimes the resources that you get in the classroom are boring, and online you can just look up whatever you need on the internet, and you've got it right there. You don't have to rely on a textbook. Some kind of can be a bad textbook.
Okay, don't get me wrong. I mean, there are good resources on the internet like engvid.com.
I'm sorry, did you say engvid.com?
I did say engvid.com.
Oh, I've heard of engvid.com. I think I have too.
Me too.
I'll check it out. Anyway.
Okay, it's a good website. So as I was saying, don't get me wrong. I think there are excellent resources online. However, some students who are just learning English for the first time might not know how to judge the quality of resources. So I think if you go to a school, if you're inside a classroom, you're with a teacher who is trained, is a professional, and who can give you the resources you need to improve your English.
Well, it's a good thing that you said about professional teachers, because at engvid.com.
Engvid.com?
Engvid.com. Engvid.com.
We all have professional teachers ready to teach you. So in conclusion, in a nutshell, can we just kind of sum up and say that studying online or in a classroom will help everyone?
Sure, I guess so. Yeah,
Is that-
I can agree to
Can
that.
you agree with that?
Okay, all right. Thank you very much for your help, guys.
Thank you. No problem.
On Adapted Mind Reading, stories are designed to build vocabulary and comprehension. There are
So now I'll review some of the phrases and expressions that you heard in the discussion.
All right, and I think that it's actually very good to study online.
I think is used when you're going to express your opinion. You could also say I believe and so on. Next.
That's true, but if you're going to study online.
However, focus is a good thing.
Yeah, but sometimes the resources that you get in the classroom are boring.
Okay, these three phrases, that's true, but, or however, or yeah, but, are used, what do you think? They're used when we want to contradict what someone else has said, when we disagree with what someone else has said. Okay, next.
You make a very good point, but I would also like to add that sometimes having classmates takes you away from your focus.
You made a good point, but I'd also like to add is a very nice expression. It shows that you recognize the contribution that someone else has made to the discussion in the first part, and you're also going to add your own opinion, which is different from what the first person said. Next.
If you're going to study online,
Sorry,
you
but-
do need.
Well, I would like to add. May I say something?
Sorry, but, which Ronnie says, or may I say something, which James said, are two different ways in which you can interrupt a discussion. You see that the first one was purposely done for you, not in a very polite way, show you how not to do it. And James says, may I say something? which is a very polite way to enter a discussion. Next.
Sorry,
You
but
do need, please let me finish. Let me finish.
Please let me finish is a very nice way to hold the floor. What does it mean to hold the floor in a discussion? It means to establish your position as the speaker. All right? So someone else is trying to interrupt, but you want a chance to finish whatever argument you're presenting. So you say, please let me finish. Okay? Very nice. Next.
As I was saying, that's true, but if you're studying online,
As I was saying, is used when you're returning to your to speaking, to whatever you were saying, when someone has interrupted you. Okay? It's a way of saying, okay, now I'm talking again, as I was saying. All right? Next.
okay, don't get me wrong. I mean, there are good resources on the internet.
Alex uses don't get me wrong. Now, this is an interesting expression because when we say this, what we're saying is that I've been explaining something, I've been presenting a certain point of view, but I do understand that there is another point of view. And I accept that and I understand that. However, I do still have my opinion. So we use that when we are taking into account the other opinion as well. Next.
so in conclusion, in a nutshell, can we just kind of sum up and say that?
Okay. The last three phrases were used by Ronnie to end the discussion. So in conclusion, in a nutshell. In a nutshell just means in short. Or can we sum up by saying? Can we sum up means can we summarize? All right? So that's a nice way to end a discussion by including everyone in it. It's not as if one person is deciding to end the discussion. She's sort of asking everyone's permission by saying, can we sum up by saying? Okay? I hope this lesson has given you a number of different expressions that you can use when you're taking part in a discussion. All right? If you'd like to do a quiz on this subject, please go to our website, www.ingvid.com. Thanks very much for watching and good luck with your English.
Okay, so that's one of the videos, and you can check out other videos as well. The group discussion, okay. Excuse me. There's also a group discussion here, okay. Tips to master group discussion, all right. So there's a lot of samples, okay. This is Moet speaking. So it's, I would say, the situations are slightly different from Moet, okay. Make sure that, the only thing is, make sure that one person do not dominate the conversation or the discussion. Practice turn taking, yeah, use proper expressions, and make sure that one person is, you do not do it as if that one person talks all the way, stops, and then the next person does the talking, stop, that person talks, stop. No, that's not it, okay. Throughout the 20 minutes, your participation should be there. Yeah, it's not that you just speak for 2 minutes and then you keep quiet for the rest of the discussion. Okay, so discussion means you discuss. Yeah. So I hope that all of you will do your recording. Okay, you can even do it now if you want to, but if you, but I want you to make sure, I want you to take only half an hour for your email. So you can do your discussion separately, record it, okay, and then go on writing the email. But all of you have to submit at once. Yeah? Okay? Now, any questions? Irdina? Any questions?
No, sir.
Okay. All right. So if you have no questions, then I think we will end here, and make sure that next week, group members, please be ready for your assessment. Okay. Wait just a minute. Where is your class will be? Okay, never mind. The same classroom anyway. C428, we will see that. Because I have a class, same 650 assessment also, the 11 to 1. So 11 to 1 and 2 to 4. Okay, so I'll try to finish 3 groups for that each class. Okay, thank you. Have you signed your attendance? Please sign your attendance. All right. Ashraf, any questions, Ashraf?
No, sir.
Okay. So there won't be any issue of your recording. Yeah. Now your recording should be in the form of a with your visuals, not only audio. Okay, not audio. I would suggest you go to a classroom. Yeah. Sit in a classroom and then just record your conversation so that you don't have to move around. Yeah. Or another option is your Google Meet. Yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Have a nice day.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
sir.
sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Sir.